Hi everybody, Mel Bell here with your weekly angel reading. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I wanted to say that I really appreciate you taking the time and trusting me with this kind of information. And I appreciate your support. So Jasper, my cat, is out on the balcony and he's been in and out crazy for the last couple of weeks. He won't stay out, he won't stay in. So I might have to jump up and let him in. Or he'll just chill. We'll see what happens. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to see what the angels have to say. And then we're going to ask a question and get an answer from the angels. So if you want to think of your question, and we will get the answer. So to start off with, interesting. Okay, this one. Oops, there's two there. Okay, so I guess we got 4. We got 5. Okay, hello. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So to start off with, you may be going through some changes. There may be some transitions happening that are causing you a little bit of sadness or regret. The message here is everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So the old saying, when one door closes, another door opens, kind of situation. Some things that we have held on to, we have either outgrown or wasn't good for us to begin with. And what I have found in my life is that you will continue to get signs and nudges and feelings that this thing has run its course. It's time to let it go, and we don't heed that message, and so then eventually it has to be undone for us, for our highest good, but it doesn't feel good. And keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. So then we have a leadership card here. So this seems to me a separate message where we're talking about maybe about your job and delegating tasks, or in your household. Maybe you are doing all the things and it's time to make sure that other people are carrying their weight. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. So right now, this might be your key to navigating the change in your life, change or changes in your life. And also keep in mind there might be changes going on inside of you. This is a transformative year for us as a collective. So this also might be talking about how it's necessary for your well-being, for your mental health, to have some kind of practice, meditation practice. If you're not big on meditation, what's interesting about it is you can focus on your breath, and that's meditation. You can walk, you can take a walk and just observe the trees and the sky and any birds or squirrels that you see. That's a form of meditation. So you don't have to sit there and go, although the is nice. It feels good. It feels good to say that. That vibration is very nice. It's pleasing to the spirit. But anyways, point is that there's other ways to do that. There's a lot of power in the breath, and breathing correctly. When you're stressed out, you may shallow breathe or hold your breath, and you might find yourself sighing. Heavy sighs tend to be signs that you are, one, stressed, and also not fully breathing regularly throughout the day. Okay. And psychic insight. So trust your intuition right now. Try to trust your intuition always, but I feel like sometimes it's hard to trust our intuition because there's other stuff going on in us. There's fear, there's anxiety, and so it's hard to tell what is our intuition and what is our anxiety or our fear. So it is helpful to meditate. So we just circle back around to that, okay? I didn't mean to spring that on you, but that's just how it came out. Solutions. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energies, okay? So maybe this ending has to do with somebody else. Maybe this ending was not in your hands. Maybe they ended it. Maybe it's a job situation, or could be a relationship, a partnership. So this is about holding resentment, and resentment does not help you. Regret does not help you. Sometimes things are meant to be, they're just not meant to be forever. Okay, so the best way to release that, to honor that time that you had with that person, with that situation, with that company, is to thank it for the experience or them. And that this is not about saying it to them. This is about your internal process. Thank them or that situation for the experience. Recognize and honor that moment. It wasn't a mistake just because it's ending. Sometimes when things end, we think that it should have never been. And we clearly made a mistake by going into that situation. And that's not always the case. Sometimes there was something to learn, and now that's over and it's time to move on. Nothing is permanent. Things are always changing. They're always changing. And sometimes when we find ourselves in stagnant situations, it's just changing into the same thing over and over again. So the natural state and flow of the universe is change. Sometimes people get together and they change together. They evolve together. And sometimes they don't. So it's important to really try to put it into perspective that that was a great experience, or I learned something from that experience, and it's time to move on to something new or something better. Because sometimes when you say something better, it is coloring that experience as bad. If the experience was bad, it's fine to say something better, right? But honoring it, using the right words. Okay, so there is patience. So you'll need to have patience for the change. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So in this new situation you may find yourself in, it's definitely, I think we're following along with the message from last week, was it, where we're talking about partnerships being important. So there's definitely a feeling that things are changing and shifting somewhat, where some of us were very solitary and doing things on our own a lot, making things happen, by ourselves, that now that energy is kind of shifting, and now we're partnerships are starting to be formed. And you might feel like, I just left a partnership, I don't want another one. And it might be different. It could look different, you know? A lot of times we get stuck in what the partnership looked like from the past and expect for it to be that kind of same energy, same situation. And that's not the case at all. So just being open to the possibility is all that's being asked of you. You don't have to seek things out all the time. It's not always about you being actively pursuing anything. You can just be in receptive state. And being in the receptive state, just saying, I'm open to the possibility. I think of the most ideal situation and say, well, that would be nice. You know, that is all you're being asked to do, is open yourself up to the possibility. Trust your intuition right now. Release any regret. Know that everything happens for a reason. Try to delegate in some way to release stress, also to empower others. Delegating isn't always just so that you don't have to do it. It also can be so that somebody else can learn something new or be empowered and feel like they contribute. So take it how it fits in your life. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. But yeah, think about that, where you can delegate tasks. Okay. Oh, I like it. I'm going to do 4 cards from here. There we go. Cool. All right. You hear the birds? Just as I'm pulling out earth and ground. Okay, so nature wants to heal you right now. There is definitely, I've been hearing it a lot, and a lot of the spiritual videos, spiritual teachers that I follow and listen to, talking about how important right now it is to get out in nature and in the ground. So if you cannot get out in nature for whatever reason, have a house plant in the house. If you're like, I don't have a green thumb, not everybody does, but there are very low maintenance plants that are very hardy and sturdy. This guy here, he's been through a lot. Let me tell you, this tree has been through a lot. And it's a corn plant, that's what it's called. And he is hung in there thick and thin. And he does not require direct sunlight. And he just grows. He just keeps growing. I keep changing his pot and he keeps getting bigger. So yeah, he's been with me for like 10 years. And yes, it's a he. It's a being. So it's he. So that's just saying that to say that you can care for a plant. Bringing a plant into your environment is really good energetically for yourself. It is a relationship that you can build with another being. Plants have energy. They are sentient beings. If you ever look up the nature of trees, how they interact with each other, they talk to each other, they connect with each other, the root systems, all of that is really deep, and they are thinking. Just because their way of thinking is not ours does not mean it's not consciousness. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to go on that little tangent. But yeah, grounding is important right now. And also there's the practice of grounding where you can focus on a tube coming down straight through you down into the ground, following your spinal cord basically. And you just sit and you ground and you think of all of the regret, negativity, stress, as like a black ball or many, and you just send it down the tube and you send it down into the core of the earth, and the core of the earth in the middle is molten lava, and you see that energy burn up and you see it become bright. And you can call it back up into yourself. And sometimes it doesn't want to come back up, and it's okay. Then you just let the earth have it. But most of the times it will be transmuted, and then it can be received as pure energy, which is really awesome. And then also just being out in nature, and there's fairies. There are fairies out there, and fairies will clean your aura, and you won't even know that that's happening. There's a reason why when we go outside and we spend the day at the park or something, or have a picnic, there's always some kind of good, peaceful feeling that comes over us. That is real. That's a real thing. Okay. Ease and grace. I get this one a lot. By the way, those are, I believe, blue jays. In case there's a message for you there, those are blue jays that are making their little weird song. I don't think that's the nicest song, but fine. Anyways, ease and grace. So letting things flow, appreciating the flow of the universe. Look at how he is balanced on one foot. He is unbothered by holding all that weight on that one foot. And there's the flow, the water. So, kind of accepting things as they are, knowing things change, knowing good can come to you. Again, we're in receptive mode. We're in receptive mode this week. Raise your vibration. We're going to go back to what I had said about thinking of the best situation possible, the best outcome. What do you want? What do you want? And thinking to yourself, that would be nice. Because with the law of attraction, something like that. So I'm getting this directly from Ask and It Is Given, which was the book written by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I actually have the book right here. Came out a long time ago. It's a great book. It is a really great book. There is this part of that book about the emotional scale and playing little games to bring yourself up higher on the scale so that you're more aligned with what you want. So that's where raising your vibration comes in. That's why it's important, is because when you raise your vibration, you are meeting the energetic level of your desire. So if your desire is here and you're here, you can't align with it. So you have to come up, and that's how you align with it. So something as simple as thinking about the most possible, the perfect outcome, and saying, that would be really nice. In that moment, you are releasing all resistance from your desire and where you're at, because you're just fantasizing. You're just like, yeah, that would be really nice. And whoop, you have come up. So, yes. Opportunity and change, okay? So again, trust the universe, trust change. Trust the moon phases. Things happen in alignment with the moon sometimes. You may have an affinity to the moon, be connected. Maybe you did some kind of intention setting or manifesting in alignment with the moon. This is just a message that, yes, that was heard and received. But yeah, trust that any changes that are happening right now or that will happen this week are definitely divinely guided. It's all good. And it is okay to have feelings. It's okay to have feelings when things change and things end that you did not want to end. You were not ready to let go of, or you had to let go of, but you really don't feel happy about it. That's okay. That is okay. You do not ever have to put on a brave face and say, "Oh, well, it was meant to be. It is what it is." You can process that. You can feel sad about it. Just come back. Come back to a state of peace after. Make sure that you don't dwell in it. Make sure that you are not coming down and staying down. Okay? We have to go deep sometimes to feel our feelings, but we can then come back up stronger. Okay, so I hope that message resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Please do like, subscribe, share if there's somebody that you think would like to get angel readings. And I'm going to go ahead and do our question portion. So if you want to ask a question, doesn't have to be yes or no. The cards may answer yes or no, but they may not. This whole deck is not all yes or no's. So we might pull more than one card depending on the answer, because I might need to dig a little deeper on the message. Okay, what is the answer, angels, for us? What is the answer? Oh, I see it. It's here. Okay, what is that answer? You're ready. I like it. I like it. You're ready. So if you ask a yes or no question, I would say that's a yes question. That's a yes answer. If you're asking if something is going to happen, this is saying that you are aligned with that thing happening. What else do you want to say, angels? It might be up to you, okay? This is the intuitive answer I'm getting you guys. That if you have to ask the question, you might already know the answer and you don't like the answer. But you need to trust what your intuition is telling you. You're seeking confirmation for something you already know the answer to. That is the hidden message in this answer from the angels is you already know the answer. You just don't, you want a different answer. And again, in alignment with this reading, it's okay to change, and things are going to change for the better. Okay. I know that in my past, there are things that I can reflect on and feel like things changed and it was bad and things got worse. That doesn't mean it's going to be that way now. Sometimes when we reflect on the past, we either reflect on the very bad or the very good. It's either rose-colored glasses or thinking of the worst things that have happened, the worst possible outcomes. And in reality, it's somewhere in the middle. And there are blessings, there are hidden blessings in everything. Okay, so be open to change and trust your intuition. And I hope this is a wonderful week for you guys. Take care. Bye.